Hello and welcome to Cornish Haunting Trails. Today we're on the trail of witchcraft. Today's walk comes from Walking in Cornwall, 40 coastal moorland walks. It's walk number 11, Boscastle. Boscastle is on the north coast of Cornwall, near Tintagel. So our walk today is a Halloween special. We're also going to visit the Witchcraft Museum in Boscastle, hence why we're here. So the walk instructions tell you to park in the main car park by Boscastle Harbour. First walk instruction: from the car park, turn left and walk down the road to the bridge to find a footpath. Turn right here with the river to your left. Passing an old lime kiln and visitor centre. So the instructions say go between the Witchcraft Museum and the YHA, so we're going to go up there. I must admit, I have never been to Boscastle before. It's a little bit off the beaten track and it's quite a long way from where we live. So this is a first for us, so we're going to explore it together. Our walk today is in a figure of 8. So we go down the right hand side, up along the cliff and back, and then after lunch we're going to go down the left hand side of the river, up the cliff and back. The walk passes below a row of houses, then takes you out to Penally Point, right at the entrance of Boscastle Harbour. Isn't it just so cute? I love these little cottages. Oh, and I can't see the sea. I want to see the sea. Let's go and find the sea. The tide is out. The boats are not floating. So I guess the sea's out that way somewhere. I'll walk right to the entrance of the harbour.
Sarah's right up there on the furthest point out, giving us a wave. Oh, I know, but we should be back in a minute.
So that's looking down the coast towards Tintagel, though we can't see it. Lookout station up there. This is the craggy rock right at the entrance of Boscastle Harbour. The harbour is somewhere down there, where the boats navigate their way into the natural harbour that is Boscastle. And then if we swing it round up here, that's looking up towards Bude, and the white dishes in the very distance. It's Morwinstow, right on the border. Is it nice sat there in the sun? You've seen that rock above your head? Look, it's like curled over. We're going to follow the coastal path. God, that looks steep. It's quite steep. What a view. Worth the effort?
Oh yeah, and look.
Ah, look at that.
Oh wow, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah. Thankfully it looks like it's flattening out here now. And there's the view. Ooh, so there's Boscastle Harbour, with Boscastle village nestled in the valley on the hill.
From Penally Point, walk eastwards along the coast path, climbing to the top of Penally Hill, or Penally Hill.
Penally will do.
Penally Hill.
We're not local to this area, so if we pronounce some of that wrong, please be forgiving.
The route drops into a little col, then climbs uphill again. Go over 2 low hills with a little dip between them, then look for a public footpath on the right as you approach Pentagon.
That beautiful waterfall, just above it, there's some people walking up the cliff coastal path there. Always fascinates me when we come up this way how high these cliffs are. I feel like you're on top of the world.
Are you spellbound?
Actually looks like a cauldron, doesn't it? I bet with the sea in, it would bubble like a cauldron.
Cauldron?
Yeah.
I think you're batty.
No, I'm a pumpkin.
Ah, okay.
Orange.
Turn right away from the coast and follow the path to the B3263.
Sarah, which way now?
Let's go.
Boscastle, that away. 1/3 of a mile. Path to Boscastle, avoiding the road. So we're going that way.
Glad we don't have to walk down the main road. That's a tick from me. What a beautiful view. I think we're heading down towards that house.
He's some busy, isn't he?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Planting pumpkins, isn't he?
No!
No? No, that can't be right. It's the wrong season for pumpkins.
There we are, he's finished planting his pumpkins and he's going home for his pasty.
Hooray, the instructions worked. We did it, Andrew, we did it. Yay, it's half the walk done. Time for lunch.
We need to find Boscastle now.
Oh, yeah, we need to find Boscastle.
Do you know where it might be?
No.
If only we could see a great big
Sign that says Boscastle. Right, well this isn't actually in the instruction book, but I think it sounds good. Path to Boscastle Harbour, avoiding the road. Let's go that way.
Hooray.
So what do you think of the walk so far then?
I think it's wizard.
No, seriously, what do you think? You don't think, do
I
you?
don't hate to think.
I think this walk has been superb so far. I can't wait to do the other half this afternoon and visit the Museum of Witchcraft. I think today should be really, really good. Spooky! Seating above the lime kiln. Oh, wow! And there's the little river running through. This little path is perfect. It takes you straight back to the harbour, so you could do the other half of the walk. Look at that roof line. It's all wibbly wobbly.
Wonky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So we've just had a lovely little picnic lunch and we're going to do part 2 of our figure of 8 walk. Okay, it says to walk the southern half of the figure of 8 circuit, cross the bridge and turn right along the south side of the harbour.
Cool.
So we're going to follow the coast path in front of these rather magnificent Georgian buildings up to the Coast Guard lookout house.
So that's where we went this morning, on that side of the valley. We had a little bit of lunch and now we're exploring the other side of the valley.
So referring back to our walk book, he says that they feel as if there's been a harbour here since 2000 BC, so 4,000 years. Wow. So we're just going around Eastern Blackapit up to Willer Park.
Be careful up here, you know.
What do you mean?
Oh, this is the nesting ground of the black widow spiders. Look, I'll show you their nest if you don't believe me. Look at the web. Look at the web on that.
Ah!
Oh, careful though. Crawl up your arm like that.
Let's go and see what we can see. I think that's the Camelot Hotel in Tintagel, in Tintagel Castle. It's not that far away, really.
Willer Park Lookout, originally built as a summer house in the early 1800s by local landowner Thomas Avery, later leased to the Board of Trade as a lookout to help prevent smuggling, and then used as a Coast Guard station up until the 1970s. Layer upon layer of history has settled on this landscape. Sometimes there are clues to be seen which reveal to us something of the people who lived and worked here long ago. Look, there's a picture here. It's a photograph they took back in medieval times. It's bringing in the daffodil harvest, look. With a bald-headed man. Looks like Ken Bruce.
Once you've explored Willer Park, make your way back across the neck of land and turn right along the cliff-top path. The ground to your left as you walk along the coast path is Forraborough Common, also known as the Stitches. Turn left along a public path and head towards the church alongside the common. Forraborough Common is divided into 42 plots known as Stitches. This was a form of land tenure in the medieval times, called stitchmeal. Turn right into the churchyard of St Symphorians. At the eastern corner, pick up a public footpath heading east to the lower corner of the Stitches. And I'm good. I got my compass out. At the eastern end of the church. I'm going over there. Look, follow it like this.
Is that magnetic east or true east?
Okay, so we've come all the way to the eastern end, and there's no exit there, is there, Andrew?
No.
So I think.
You can see the
You can see the path, but there's a big drop and bit of barbed wire. So perhaps we've taken his instructions a little too literally. We'll go through the main gate. Okay, so we're going to go out the main gate and go left. Why couldn't you have just said that? Turn right and head down to New Road. Cross straight over and pick up a small lane known as Old Road. Turn left and walk down the hill to the bridge at the centre of the lower Boscastle. Oh, thank goodness, for a minute there I thought we were going to have to go down that main road into Boscastle. This is perfect, isn't it?
This one's right, it's fantastic.
Tiny little hairdressers in the cottage.
Are you a witch?
Oh, this is fantastic. It's a little wise woman's cottage all mocked up. Human teeth charms. Really enjoyed my visit to the museum. It contains everything from your wise woman to your cult and anything in between. It is fantastic. So much to look at. You could spend an afternoon in there and just lose yourself in magic.
It's magic! I don't like those ghosties. And I'm not very keen on those ghoulies either.
Oh, what you need after a long day walking. Oh, that looks good. So today's walk is taken from Walking in Cornwall 40 Coast Country and Moorland Walks. It's walk number 11, Boscastle. A quick look at the map. It's actually a figure of 8 walk. So we've come to Boscastle today. We've done a figure of 8 walk, taking us one side of the harbour, then the other. Really enjoyed that. The map was good, the instructions were good. I thought that walk was fantastic. And exploring Boscastle Museum afterwards.
It's just icing on top of the cake. It was fantastic. Yeah, it's a really nice walk today.
Harbour is beautiful. Thoroughly recommend coming to Boscastle.
Lots to see and do here. Really interesting place. Never been here before. Thoroughly recommend it. The walk book was good as well.
Yes.
What would you score the walk book out of then?
Well, I think it ticks every box, so I think it's a 10 out of 10 from me.
10 out of 10.
Well done, Boscastle.
Happy Halloween from Cornish Walking Trails.